they didn't want you to see this. WWE's cameras cut away. The broadcast went dark. The announcers stumbled over their words like they'd been told to shut up. But the people inside that arena? They saw it. They lived it. And now the whole world needs to know what Oba Femi just did to the head of the table, because what happened after Raw tonight is the most brutal, calculated, and vicious attack we have seen in years. Roman Reigns was not just beaten tonight. Roman Reigns was broken. And I need you to watch every single second of this video, because by the end of it, you are going to be absolutely furious and you are going to have questions that WWE does not want you asking. Let's go. The moment everything changed. Raw ended. The pyro went off. The music played. Most of the roster was heading to the back, the crowd was filing out, and that is exactly when Oba Femi made his move. This wasn't a match. This wasn't a segment. This was a hunt. Oba Femi didn't come out to the ring to compete tonight. He came out with one singular mission: to send a message so loud, so violent, so undeniable, that every single person on the WWE roster woke up this morning feeling it in their chest. Roman Reigns was standing near the entrance ramp. Reports from people inside the arena say he had just finished a backstage interaction, possibly with Paul Heyman. We'll get to that in a minute, and he was making his way out when Oba Femi came from nowhere. No music. No warning. No hesitation. He just appeared, like a force of nature, like a storm that had been building for months finally making landfall. And then he destroyed him. We are talking about a man, Oba Femi, who is 6 feet 4 inches, north of 280 pounds, built like he was engineered in a lab specifically to end Roman Reigns' career. And tonight, he used every single pound of that frame to dismantle one of the greatest WWE superstars who has ever lived. The attack reportedly lasted under 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And in those 2 minutes, Roman Reigns was left lying on that ramp, motionless, while medical staff came sprinting from the back. Do you understand how serious this is? WWE Medical doesn't sprint. They walk with purpose, they're calm, they're composed. Tonight, they ran. And that tells you everything you need to know about the condition Roman Reigns was in when this was over. He was taken to a local medical facility. That's the official word from WWE. A local medical facility. They won't call it a hospital on their broadcasts because hospitals sound serious, hospitals sound scary, hospitals sound like someone actually got hurt, and WWE does not want you thinking that way. But people inside that building are calling it exactly what it was. Roman Reigns was stretchered out. Roman Reigns went to the hospital. And as of right now, we do not have a full update on his condition. Comment right now, are you shocked? Because I am going to tell you something, I am not shocked. Not even a little bit. And here is why. This has been building for months and everyone ignored it. Go back. Go back 6, 7 weeks. Watch the way Oba Femi has been carrying himself. Watch his eyes when Roman Reigns' name gets mentioned. Watch how he reacted during that segment 3 weeks ago when Reigns was on the Tron talking about legacy, talking about bloodline, talking about how nobody in this current era can touch what he's built. Oba Femi didn't laugh. He didn't smirk. He stood completely still and he absorbed it, like he was filing it away, like he was keeping score. People in the comments on this channel, and shout out to every single one of you who called this. Several of you said weeks ago that Oba Femi was moving differently, that there was something in his energy that felt like a countdown, and you were right, because what happened tonight wasn't impulsive. This wasn't a guy who snapped in the moment. This was orchestrated. This was the result of weeks, maybe months, of Oba Femi deciding exactly how he was going to make his statement and then waiting for the perfect moment to execute it. That is scarier than any impulsive attack. Impulsive attacks come from emotion. This came from strategy. And a man who attacks with strategy is a man who is not done. Let me say that again so it sinks in. Oba Femi is not done with Roman Reigns. Think about what he did. He didn't attack him during a match. He didn't confront him face to face where cameras were rolling and referees were nearby. He waited until the show was over. Until the structure was gone. Until there were no rules, no format, no protection. He waited until Roman was in a moment of transition between the arena and the exit, and he struck in the window where nobody was ready. That is the behavior of a predator. That is calculated violence. And WWE put this man on their roster, let him develop, let him grow, let him watch and learn and wait, and now the bill has come due, and it's Roman Reigns who's paying it. What Paul Heyman knew and when he knew it. Now here is where this gets interesting. Here is where I need you to really pay attention, because the Paul Heyman angle in all of this is something the dirt sheets are dancing around but nobody is saying directly. So I'm going to say it. Paul Heyman was with Roman Reigns backstage. Reports confirm this. Multiple people who were in that building tonight say that Heyman and Reigns had what appeared to be a tense conversation backstage, not the warm, loyal manager and his tribal chief energy we are used to seeing. Something different. Something that looked like an argument. Something that looked like a man delivering information he didn't want to deliver. And then, 15 minutes later, Roman Reigns walked into Oba Femi. Now, I am not saying Paul Heyman set Roman Reigns up. I am not saying that. But I am asking the question that you are all thinking right now: how did Oba Femi know exactly where Roman was going to be? How did he position himself so perfectly, in that specific window, at that specific location, with that level of precision without someone giving him information? That is the question. And that question has Paul Heyman's fingerprints all over it, whether those fingerprints are intentional or not. Drop a comment below. Do you think Heyman knew? Because I know this community, and I know half of you have already figured this out, and I want to hear your theories. What this means for the bloodline and for WWE as a whole. Roman Reigns has been the gravitational center of WWE for years. Love him or hate him, and most of you have gone from hating him to respecting him, and that arc alone is a masterclass in professional wrestling. The man is the standard. He is the measuring stick. And Oba Femi didn't just attack him tonight. Oba Femi took that measuring stick and snapped it in half. Think about what the locker room is feeling right now. Think about every young superstar who looks at Roman Reigns as the ceiling, the thing they are trying to reach. Well, Oba Femi just showed them something different. He didn't try to reach Roman. He didn't challenge him respectfully, go through the proper channels, earn a match, work his way up. He eliminated him. He went straight to the top and he removed the top. That sends a message to everyone. It says, the old way of doing things is over. The hierarchy? Gone. The respect system? Irrelevant. Oba Femi has rewritten the rules tonight, and he didn't ask anyone's permission. This is the biggest power shift in WWE in years. And the terrifying thing, the thing that should have every single one of you going absolutely crazy in the comments right now, is that Oba Femi looked completely calm while doing it. No rage, no celebration, no posturing for the crowd. He attacked Roman, he stood over him, he looked down at what he had done, and he walked away. Like it was nothing. Like it was just Tuesday. That calm is what should scare you. That calm is the sign of someone who believes, completely and totally, that what just happened was not the climax of a story, it was just the beginning. The road ahead in Roman's future. Here is the hard truth that nobody wants to sit with right now. Roman Reigns is legitimately hurt. The WWE Universe is going to be without him for a period of time, and the severity of that timeline depends on what those medical reports come back showing. Could be weeks, could be longer. And in that window, in that absence, Oba Femi owns this company. He has the momentum, he has the heat, he has the moment. There is no one on that roster right now equipped to immediately answer what Oba Femi just did tonight. Which raises the next question: who steps up? Because someone has to. The bloodline is going to respond. Solo Sikoa is going to have something to say. The entire infrastructure that Roman built over years is now sitting there without its foundation, and every wolf in that locker room can smell it. This is the most wide-open, unpredictable, electric period in WWE in a long time. And it started tonight. It started with one man, one calculated attack, and one image that none of us are going to forget: Roman Reigns, flat on his back on that ramp, while Oba Femi disappeared into the darkness. Final thoughts. If you made it this far, you already know what you need to do. Share this video right now with every wrestling fan you know, because this story is just getting started and you are going to want your people caught up when this explodes. Drop your comments below. What does Oba Femi want? Was Heyman involved? And who, if anyone, can stop him? Let's build this conversation together. This is Ring Rumble 1. We don't sugarcoat. We don't hold back. And we will be right here when the next chapter drops.